All right, we got a big show for you. It's the VIP pre-market prep, May 10th, 9 a.m. Man, I think we're going to have a great day. We had a great day yesterday. So first CPI came out. Hold on one second here. Let's put this up for the folks watching the replay late on YouTube. CPI came out 4.9% versus 5%. So markets are pumping. Even gold is pumping. Gold is so tricky to figure out. But we can see here, wow, UUP is down as well, which means lower interest rate expectations. And that means bonds go back up, TLT. We see QQQ, SPY pumping. This is all good. As I said earlier this week, macroeconomically, I'm really bearish intermediate term, but the technicals told me to be bullish this week, really since a few weeks ago. So I've been bullish, and we've been long with just a hedge against our long. So things are looking really good. Man, I'm going to go through like the top picks for the day. And as we go down, we'll maybe touch on some big winners from yesterday as well. But there was lots of earnings last night, right? We're not going to cover them all. Like big caps, we had Celsius, which we're about to cover. We had UPST, Roblox, Twilio, GoodRx, Exact Sciences, Occidental Petroleum. We're going to cover the top conviction picks. First is Celsius. And we had this, if you're tuning in to post-market wrap yesterday. If you've been watching it all the last few weeks, you know we've been bullish Celsius since it broke the 20 DMA. Do you remember that? It was this day it broke. So open over here when it was $90. I'm like, I'm bullish this. It's going to 95. Went to 95. And then when it broke over that, I'm like, I'm bullish again. Supports the 200 DMA. And we anticipated, based on this price action here, that good earnings basically leaked. Not that it leaked, but there were enough channel checks out there to know that it was good earnings. And it was only a question of how good are the earnings going to be? Will the earnings be enough to justify a move higher? Or is it going to go back to this bullish support line at 200 DMA? Well, the earnings were a blowout. Unbelievable. It was, what was it, 50 cents? Now I forget. Okay, but it was 260 million versus 217 million estimates. That's on the revenue. Now, I didn't see that they provided guidance, but the EPS was a huge beat. Now, where is it? Okay, now I forgot what it was. But it was, I think it was 40 cents beat 20 cents. Is that what it was? Okay, but it was hugely profitable when I had looked at it, when I had the report. Don't know where it is. Oh, that's right. I never even hit the I think it was 40 cents beat 20 cents. Okay. In any case, so as soon as I saw that, I added to my position here. And initially, I was looking for a target range of like 110 to 115. But after that huge beat, I was looking for 120 to 130, especially after I saw the short position. The short position on Celsius is at an all-time high going into this report. Are you kidding me? I mean, this is, what does Warren Buffett say? Like growth at a reasonable price or something like that. This is what we got here. If you do like a PE or PEG on this, like someone would be like, this looks expensive, but they're growing way too fast. They have Pepsi support. Pepsi's going to buy them out. So we had a bunch of price target increases this morning. We had like someone going from, we had a 110 go to 130. We had a 98 go to 125. So I'm really bullish about this. I think 120 is going to end up being support. All right. So 120 to 130 range is, I think, where this ultimately goes. If you happen to get lucky and if you happen to get some gap fills in here, I think you buy that. You back up the truck on Celsius if we happen to get gap fills on that. All right, a few other really good and interesting reports. First, we'll bring you Taboola. Taboola has been on a watch list because of that huge deal they have with Yahoo. Remember this, $1 billion a year in revenue extra coming to Yahoo. That's when it gapped up to 250, and then it went all the way to 445. Why did it pull back? It pulled back because subsequently, you see that candle down, they said that, hey, 2023 is going to be an investment year to support the increased Yahoo revenue coming in 2024. So people didn't like that. It went all the way down. Now, this morning, they beat and raised. It was a beat and raise on Taboola this morning, plus a buyback of $40 million. You can see they beat by 5 cents. Now, I couldn't do like those calculating a re-rating on this because they're not like profitable yet. The beat and raise basically is, I think the estimate was for a loss of 2 cents for the year. And they're basically saying they're going to be maybe roughly break even for the year. So you can't like really do math on that. All you can say subjectively, this is good news. And if we break this 50, 20, 100 DMA, which it's above it right now, then you go to your next resistance levels, which is 277 and then $3. So those are the three areas I'm looking at, roughly 265 resistance and 277 and $3. And if it happens to go back below and it can't, and at the open, you know, for whatever reason, 257, if it goes below 257, maybe it makes it way back to 240, which I think would be a buy if that happened around 240. So that's Tableau. Another earnings beat, Kodak. Unbelievable what's going on at Kodak. They had sequential revenue decline, year-over-year revenue decline. But look at this. Earnings, 30 cents. Now, thank you to my good friend Igal. He noted that about 12 cents of that was because of a one-time event. But even if you back out the 12 cents, that's still 18 cents of EPS, which is their best showing in years. Yeah, that's their best showing in EPS in years. What is over here? Yeah, best showing in years, having 18 cents, and that's done on lower revenue. And if you look at the commentary, it's because of changes they've made to strive for profitability and sustainable. It's about sustainable changes they made towards profitability. It wasn't really one-time items, again, other than that 12 cents. So I think, it could be a question. You could say, revenue is down. How's the market going to react? But I think this market's all about profitability. So with the 18-cent profitability, excluding that 12-cent one-time item, I think this is good news. And you're definitely, I think the odds are you're going to challenge the 50 DMA right there at 363. Okay, that's only 9 cents away. Not much of an opportunity here in pre-market if that's 363. But I also think there's a good chance, especially now with CPI as a tailwind today, that you're going to break that 50 DMA at 363 and make a move towards, look at this big playground it has to play in, and who knows if this can break that 363, maybe you go on a multi-day run towards 4 to 425 over the next several days or couple weeks. That's all in the cards for Kodak. So I really like that report. Another one with a really good report is PET beat and raise. And this one is one that is, look at this, market cap is 94 million. And look how much revenue they're doing in it's about one-time revenue, full year revenue. They're seeing full year revenue at about 82 million. So it's trading at about one-time revenue. They beat by 4 million roughly for the quarter. And then they raised as well. They raised their forecasting adjusted EBITDA profitability in 2023. And they raised their guidance. Okay. So this is not one that's deeply profitable. I forgot exactly the number. It's hard to see in this format. Actually, in the StoryTrading app, you can see it much better. If you pull up PET on your watch list. But in any case, again, not one that I could have done a re-rating on, but based on this qualitative good news, and I don't have the chart here, so let me pull it up. I'm sorry. I don't have my moving averages on the phone. So I'm looking at it on my E-Trade desktop over here, and I'm seeing two resistance levels, 270, 280 it looks like, 280 and then 330. 280 and 330. And with the CPI number coming in where it's at, and with risk assets seem to be going up, at least today. Let's just pull up RK again. Yep, with RK spiking like that, I think a stock like PET has a high chance of making a move towards those two levels, 280 and then 330. Not necessarily one day, but in this case, it could be one day. Company, and you can see it's had previous large, big spikes over here. So 280 to 330 is my target on PET. Monitoring SRAD, they did not beat. In fact, they missed, but they kept guidance in line for the year. And that's why we don't play earnings anymore here at the fund I'm involved in, except for our long-term positions. But as far as trading, we don't play earnings. So we avoided that with SRAD. LAZR did report, and it was in line. I don't know. Will CPI, this number, and RK ripping just give an excuse to every risk asset to fly? Maybe, but I didn't see a reason from the report. In line to me is not good enough to jump on a stock. So they guided in line for the year. That's LAZR. ALTO, thank you to my friend Julian for bringing this up. He thought that they had a good beat. Again, not one I'm deeply familiar with. Not one you can see it says 18 cents. I don't know what's going on here, but because it says it missed, but Julian's a great fundamental analyst. He looked at the report and he thought it was very, very positive. So he's probably right about that, because you see the reaction here last couple days up at $2. So I'm not going to make a prediction on fundamentals. I'm just going to look at the technicals in case you like the fundamentals. So you do have some resistance at $2 over here. And then you have that big gap to fill. I would call it a 265. $2 and 265 to the upside, and you have your support at the 50 DMA at 172 if you like the fundamentals on ALTO. All right, I'm going to throw one your way. Do you guys remember LILM and this theme of, hey, if you raise money, especially if you have enough money to get to profitability, right? That's a trade you want to be in, and you can't years worth of returns in just a few days. Remember I told you that? So LILM, look at LILM, it doubled in a few days. Now, unfortunately, we called it, but another story. We just didn't make money on it, unfortunately, but we did call this one crazy. So anyway, LILM, so similar situation with FFIE. FFIE this morning, $100 million raise. Now, it's similar, not the same, not as bullish. Why? The main thing is with LILM, they said that money they're raising is enough to get them to a place where they don't need to raise money anymore. In LILM's case, they didn't say that they're going to reach profitability. They said that they'll get them to a place where they can get their future funding from down payments, from orders on down payments. So they won't need to raise money anymore. So that was very bullish. FFIE raising $100 million. They didn't make any such comment here. They said it can help them get to their next milestone. So not as bullish as LILM. But why do I even know about this stock? This came up because of Palantir. Palantir is on my list, and we know they just had a great earnings report and great commentary on AI, and we know AI is really hot. Well, guess what? Palantir is backing FFIE. And this is an EV company that apparently has some sort of AI angle. So I don't know the full relationship, and maybe they're probably using Palantir technology or something. So that's very interesting sentiment-wise, and this came on everyone's radar. So I'll tell you, based on this news, I'm looking for a move to the 50 DMA on this. 50 DMA is 33 cents. When we spotted it this morning, it was like 25 cents. So it's already up to 28 cents. So 33 cents. Is there a chance in this crazy market? If this breaks 33, just technically, yeah. If this breaks and closes above 33, 75 cents is in play. That's just how it is. I don't even know anything about the company other than what I told you, but it looks like 75 cents is in play if it breaks 33. All right, Geo, we got big news, of course, with title of 42. Expiry, CXW, where's Geo? Okay, Geo. All right, so I think it's title 42. I always forget what title number that is. But anyway, that happens Thursday. Apparently, there's going to be a rush from the border. I mean, this thing, $9. We talked about this. $9 of the 200 DMA. That's the target. I'm not sure I'm willing to go above that, but there's massive option volume in speculation here. The events, what's going to drive it is all the pictures on the screen of people rushing to the border, whatever that is. I mean, look at it. It hit the 200 DMA to the penny right now, 891. You see it over there. But in any case, this could fly. Yeah, it could go to 10. 10's like your next resistance, whole number of resistance over there. And theoretically, this is good fundamentals, right? You get more people coming to the country, more people need to be detained and tracked, et cetera, et cetera. So that's going to be good for Geo and CXW. All right. One that we missed yesterday, we did talk about AIR because we had the interview with Gain, but there was a news release yesterday morning at 7:30 a.m., which I had missed. And this was an order for Silicon Photonics, not a production order yet, right? They're testing this stuff. It's small volume right now. But look at this move above the 20 DMA. So I think this has a $30 price target on it. I played it by selling puts yesterday when I saw that news. Remember, I love selling puts on good news. All right. So in any case, the premiums are so ridiculously high on AIR. I just love it. So that's a target on AIR on that piece of good news, $30. A couple other interesting items of note. We had SYNH, an AI stock that's been on our radar, got bought out here by private equity for $43. AI healthcare company. AUGX. Where is AUGX? Right here. So this gives me kind of more confidence. I don't know. Is this distribution consolidation top over here? But anyway, we've made good money on AUGX. Still have a position, but not nearly as large. It hit most of our targets. But AUGX, I just love for the long term. Great relationship with HCA, and a deal with SYNH over here, I think improves the sentiment on AUGX and can lead to further upside, especially, in a bull market. So something to watch over there. Then we have Livent, lithium buyout. Well, this is a merger, a $1 billion merger. I'm not a merger arb guy. I don't know how to value it. And this other company, I think, is a private company. So, I'm not sure how to calculate what the market cap should be, but I'm just noting this because the lithium space, there's acquisitions going on, and that brings to mind AMLI or other lithium companies. There's a lot of them. The AMLI is up 4 cents, 2% on 5,000 shares. Not a meaningless move. I don't have a chart on this one. Let me just switch over to my E-Trade over here. Let me see if anything pops out at me on AMLI. It's actually below all the key moving averages right now. So this is significant. If it can break 217, AMLI, if it can break 217, it can make a run to 230. That's AMLI, and call that a sympathy move off of consolidation in the space. All right. Want to note RUM is down after a crazy move after that short report. I mean, it's back up much higher than it was before the short report. But in any case, RUM is down because Tucker Carlson says he's going to go on Twitter. So it's reasonable. It makes sense that RUM would go down. I'm not sure where it's going to go from here. Don't have a position in it. We have earnings coming up soon. I think it's next week. The earnings report says stay tuned for that. Here it is. The earnings report is going to be May 15th, actually. Yeah, next week. So, all right, stay tuned for that. That's one that is great also for selling premium because of the high volatility and the high sentiment value in that stock. Want to point out a couple others. I gave you UUUU last week when it had earnings and it broke the 50 DMA. Target was a 200 DMA. It not only broke, but exceeded that target. Now, it wasn't only about earnings. I noticed that uranium stocks, this is uranium ETF, has been on fire. So look at that. Wow, this morning too. So uranium stocks are pumping, and that's good if you have a long-term position. In that 33.15 is your target on URNM. And going to mention a couple more, then we'll bring on Vegas. DCGO, this is Chris Tuttle stock. You know, we do that Tuttle trades every Wednesday at 10:30 a.m. He can't do it at 10:30 a.m. today. All right, he's traveling, but we will record a session and we'll get his feedback. This was his pick for the week, DCGO. And wow, I mean, it looked like the earnings were in line, but look at this move from $7.50 to $9. So we'll catch up with Chris Tuttle later. We'll post it in the app to get his feedback on how he thought earnings went for DCGO. Congratulations to Chris Tuttle on that. SMSI today, 4:30 p.m. We're having a discussion. It's not going to be recorded, a private Zoom with the expert on the stock, Brian Perlis. You can see it broke the 50 DMA. Look at this pattern is happening everywhere on risk assets, breaking the 20, going to 50, breaking the 50, going to 200, especially now with light CPI and RK ripping. Anyway, SMSI earnings are tomorrow after the close. So 4:30 today, tune in so you can learn what to look for on the SMSI earnings report tomorrow. And then DRIO didn't rip yesterday. Earnings are tomorrow morning, so be careful of the earnings event tomorrow morning. But as I said yesterday, I think the news that came out with Sanofi, this data, I think it's kind of transformational. I think it's the single most important piece of data we've ever gotten from DRIO. It may be being held back now because of earnings tomorrow, but after earnings, unless it's a big fat fail, as long as it's like in line, I think we can start ripping based on that release that came out of Sanofi. And with that, we're going to bring on our friend Vegas. Let's go. Good morning, Vegas.
Good morning. It's going to be a good morning for many people.
It looks like that.
Yeah.
So CPI light, looks like markets are ripping. Give us maybe top two picks. Let's make it quick because we got some work to do.
Well, let's make it quick. We got work to do, got gains to lock, profits to lock in. Swinged a couple things overnight and looking to lock in today. So definitely going to be watching. I mean, Netflix looks phenomenal. Netflix looks good here over this 335. So looking for Netflix today actually to head towards 338 and 339.50.
Beautiful.
So let's see if it does.
It's above all the key moving averages now. I like it. I like it to 350. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
350?
Well, today, I'm thinking today 339, but yeah, it could go to 350 in the longer term. And then I want to mention, I'm going to go long on QQQ. It did break 325. And so looking for QQQ to head towards 330. It did break 325 moments ago. And then the other one too to mention, Amazon broke 108. So long on Amazon, and I want to give you a target on Amazon because I'm going to go long on Amazon. And,
that's beautiful. Over the 200 DMA.
Yeah. And so target on Amazon, looking for 115 and 120. So I'm gonna go into some June contract, June 110s. So those are some really good setups. And even if you don't like people trading contracts, there's nothing wrong if you want to trade the stock. The fundamentals are there. Stop loss on Amazon is under 101.25. And the last one that I'm watching really quick. Yeah. No, last one still NVIDIA, phenomenal. I love to see NVIDIA if it can break 292.22, looks really good. And want to see heading towards 295. And won't be surprised when it heads towards 300 in the next couple of days.
Today?
Well, not today. No. Has to get over 292.22, but looks really good. At least could maybe, you know, could go to 295. You know, Nvidia's crazy. Nvidia's one of those, you know, very volatile stocks, and
so I think it's
looks
probably
really
a
nice.
great day for any big cap tech stock, including risk. It's just a great day, it looks like. Let me just get your opinion on Celsius, and then we'll let you go. They had a big earnings beat.
I know Celsius. Yeah.
Huge beat. I think it was 50 cents, beat 25 cents or something like that.
Yeah, well, you know, Celsius had really good earnings, and you can see they had a huge beat, and you know, the sales growth was really, I think, strong as well. So you can see here that it had the numbers came out after hours a couple of days ago. It's a, you know,
last night.
I'm not in the stock. You like, oh, it was last night? Yeah. Okay, so there you go. So nice beat, up 11% this morning. I know that Joe Fomey, he loves growth stocks, and I know he's in this one actually in particular. And he posted a beautiful chart on CELH. So that one looks really good too.
We love it. We love it. We've been in it since 91, and we're looking for like 120 to 130 range at this point.
I was gonna say we're in the same zone. Yeah, I'm thinking 120, 122, 24. Looks great. Yeah, fabulous entry you got too. That's great. Very important to get good entries on your trades. So that's an excellent entry. Excellent entry.
All right, we got a jet.
Okay, we got a jet because we gotta load the jet with money. So
we do.
You guys have a great trading day, everyone, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.
Thanks. We'll see you. Take care. All right, and we're just gonna remind you. We're gonna remind you here that we have 12 p.m. Rexman trades. All right, so be there at 12 p.m. It's gonna be a great day today, and it's good to get extra opinions and extra thoughts from other people. So 12 p.m. Rex was great last week, by the way. Last week, he gave us awesome analysis on AUGX and also Atom, just like uncanny. We're betting both of them, and we rotated out of Atom into more AUGX, and he was perfect, spot on. So that was great. So we're going to see him again 12 p.m. today. What a great day. All right, we'll see you guys soon. Take care. And don't forget about 4:30 p.m. SMSI. All right, SMSI 4:30 p.m. discussion won't be recorded.